I'm wondering if with the job loss and then with navigating a cancer diagnosis, was there anything that was really surprising to you that you learned about yourself in those moments that you were like, oh, like either you knew it was there, but it was highlighted by going through that, or something that just totally blew your mind that you weren't even aware of?
When I think about going through cancer, what surprised me about myself was I knew I was resilient, but I didn't know that my body and my whole being could be so resilient. There was a different level. I always think about how I would show up to a chemo with no hair because I became completely bald. And I will be happy and I will be like, good morning. And I will be like putting it through. And just even as I was going through the journey, doctors will say, I don't know how you are so lively and positive and, and doing all of this. And there was just something about me. There was, as scared as I was, because I remember the scariest day wasn't so much the day that I heard you have cancer. The scariest day was the day I went to Google and I decided to put in my diagnosis and go down that rabbit hole. And I remember that day I was sitting in a parking lot coming out of a facility where I had some tests, and I sat there and it was like such a horrible feeling. It was so horrible. And I remember in that moment making the decision and saying, not because it happened to them, it means that it has to happen to me. The statistics don't have to apply to me, I'm just gonna go forward and see what happens. And I think that there was a certain, and maybe this is where when we think about intuition, right? There was just certain feeling I had and I knew everything was gonna be okay. But I also knew that if it wasn't, I was just gonna do everything I could to just go through the journey. And I think I learned a ton through that journey about resilience, about being present,